What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want 3 free stocks, Webull is going to give you 3 free stocks. When you open a new Webull brokerage account, put any amount of money in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 3 free stocks for just trying out their brokerage app. There's a link down in the description box of this video. Go click on that Webull link. Open up your new Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. I'm going to also send you a Webull tutorial video to walk you through how to use the Webull app to make your first trade. All you got to do is send me a DM on Instagram at Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor. Let me know you've opened your Webull account and you funded your Webull account. And I'm going to forward you that tutorial video so that you can start building wealth today. The Fed had its last meeting of 2023 in December. And I want to discuss with you 4 things that came out of that meeting. The first one is that inflation is cooling. Now, if we go back and rewind back to January 2022, when the Fed started seriously increasing short-term interest rates. Why did they do that? Because inflation in June of 2022 was 9%. The Fed wants inflation, guys, at 2%. That's where they believe our economy is the healthiest. So they had a lot of work in order to get inflation from that 9% high water mark in June of 22 all the way down to where it's at today at 3.1%. That's headline inflation. Core inflation is still 4%, but the mandate is 2%. They also wanted people to understand they've made a lot of progress and that inflation has cooled down tremendously. The second thing that came out of their last meeting of 2023 was that unemployment is rising. If we go back to January 2023, when we got our first jobs report of 2023, it showed that the economy was adding around 400,000 new jobs to the economy. That is too much of a red hot labor market for inflation to come down, and the Fed knew that. So they kept increasing short-term interest rates to force the job market to cool off. And guess what? It did. When we got our last jobs report, which was January 2024, for December 2023, the economy added 216,000 jobs. So you go from 400 to in the low 200s in 1 year. And that's attributed to the Fed increasing short-term interest rates and making it harder and less affordable for companies to borrow money. If they could slow down and stop so many jobs being added to the economy, that would assist them in bringing down inflation. And that's exactly what it did. The third thing that came out of that meeting was the Fed wanted to make sure Americans understood that they do not want to keep rates higher for longer. It's in the best interest of our economy to not have rates that high. If rates are so high, that keeps some of the money supply out of our economy. Remember, the Fed controls the money supply by increasing interest rates, which does what? Turn off the money supply. And if they decrease interest rates, they turn on the money supply. So they need a happy medium there, right? I'm not going to say that the Fed wants interest rates at this moment to be zero. That's not true. They do not want them to be zero at this moment, but they certainly don't want them to be at 5.5% for a long period of time. They would like to get those interest rates down. So the goal is to monitor the economy in 2024 and see if interest rates, where they're at right now, is still going to hold the economy and hold inflation. Now, they haven't raised interest rates since July of 2023, and the economy has done well. So I think because of that data right there, they are prepared at some point to reduce interest rates. They know in order for us to have a healthy economy, they got to bring those rates down. No sitting president wants to go into an election year with the economy doing bad or with interest rates sky high. So I'm sure they're getting pressure from the current administration to bring those rates down and paint a picture of a really good economy. Because again, it's an election year. The fourth thing that came out of that last meeting of 2023 was that the Fed is prepared to cut interest rates in 2024. It appears they're going to cut rates at least 3 times. Now, how large those rate cuts are going to be, we don't know. That'll have to be determined by how the economy is doing. But they did indicate that they want to cut rates at least 3 times in 2024. And if they do that, guys, that's a good thing for the economy, right? That's a good thing for us folks who are out here looking to buy assets to build wealth. Why? Because when interest rates are lower, assets go higher. And people have the ability to borrow money cheaply to buy assets. That's the reason why when rates are low and money is cheap to borrow, people can go borrow that money and then they put it in assets that outperform whatever interest rate they're paying on the loan. In today's environment, with interest rates so high, it's hard to be able to borrow money and then take that money and put it in an asset that will outperform a 7, 8, 9% interest rate that you're paying on the loan. It doesn't make sense. So therefore, when rates go up, assets go down. But when rates go down, assets go up. And the Fed understands that. And that's something that our economy needs a really healthy balance, right? We need to have interest rates at a point where they're reasonably okay to borrow money so people can invest in assets, right? So those are the 4 things that came out of the meeting that I wanted to share with you guys today. And I think we're all great signs that the Fed is pretty optimistic that inflation will continue to come down without them having to increase short-term interest rates anymore. That's great news. If you look at what has happened over the last several months in the stock market, it has went through the roof. And the reason we had this rally in the stock market in December, matter of fact, it started in November and carried over into December, is because of the Fed's position of not increasing short-term interest rates since July of 2023. It gave a clear signal to investors that rate hike season is over. And once investors had a clear indication from the Fed that rate hikes were done, they got back in the market and they got back in big time. That's the reason why you saw the stock market skyrocket like it has over the last month and a half, 2 months. Will that continue? I believe it will, because the Fed is going to start reducing interest rates. And when they do, I believe that starts the new bull market, which that's what we've been waiting on, guys, since 2022, when we started buying these assets at deep discounts when the Fed started increasing short-term interest rates. So hopefully you took advantage of that opportunity. But guess what? It's not too late. 2024 is going to be a mega year, in my opinion. I think it'll be bigger than 2023, especially when those rates start coming down. So prepare yourself, get your game plan together, get your money together, and get ready to start dollar cost averaging into your favorite ETFs, your favorite index funds, and your favorite individual stocks. Drop me some comments down in the comment box and let me know what you think about those 4 things that I believe came out of the last Fed meeting of 2023. Or would you add some more things? Drop them down in the comment box. If you want them 3 free stocks from Webull, you got to click on that link down in the description box. You got to open up that new Webull account today. Then you can go get that free stock and go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button, stay healthy, and get wealthy in 2024. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.